I know you have something to say about the MVP award. Josh Allen, if you don't know, Josh Allen won the MVP award, won his first MVP award over Lamar Jackson. Many fans were not happy, were not pleased with the decision to give Josh Allen the MVP, considering that Lamar Jackson was named first team All Pro quarterback. But I guess I have to ask, what are your thoughts?
The most forced MVP of all time. That's my thought. Very forced. I don't get it. If you look at the I can pull up the chart here. Look at the chart. Only thing Josh Allen did better than Lamar Jackson was rushing touchdowns. Keep in mind the other one's considered a running back. But look at the passing yards and look at the passing touchdowns though. But one is a running back. So what's Josh Allen? What's Josh Allen? Let's be real.
Hey, look.
What is Josh?
The same critiques that people give Lamar definitely correlate the same to Josh Allen. That you won't hear me argue about it all. Now, I wouldn't be me if I didn't give the other side of this of the argument for the people that voted for Josh Allen. I guess the one would say, hey, Josh Allen didn't play with as great of a supporting cast. Like you think about, Stephon Diggs is now out of Buffalo. Gabe Davis is out of Buffalo. Those are two of his top receiving targets from the year prior that are now gone. He's playing with Keon Coleman and Curtis Samuel and a guy in Amari Cooper that he didn't even attain until late in the season. Would that not warrant a push in comparison to Lamar, who obviously had a great statistical year, his best statistical year of his career, but playing with a team that does possess now Derrick Henry in the backfield, who had a great year. Like in any other year, you would be talking about Derrick Henry in the MVP race based on how he had performed that year. Him and Saquon Barkley both catapulted the running back position to a new stratosphere. Now, having him, then having Zay Flowers, who since being drafted has been a very productive pro. And then having guys like Mark Andrews and Isaiah Likely, would one not say that's a better collection of talent than what is in Buffalo currently?
You're right, and I'm glad you pointed that out because Buffalo did let. I mean, yeah, Josh Allen don't have no top talent right now, like receiver position. Keon Coleman, I think he will get there. He will be, he's gonna get there. Bills is another guy that's going to draft. They're going to need to draft another receiver as well. But however, it's like I mean, personally, if it weren't Lamar, you got to include Saquon too, though. That's just my opinion as well, dog. 'Cause I thought it had to come down to at least Lamar or Saquon for MVP. Because both those guys boom up the stats. Hell, Saquon's about to beat the rushing record this year, but chose not to. Could have got it with ease. Um, I get it. I guess because Josh Allen, he went very far AFC Championship with a less supporting cast. I get it. I can see it. I guess they give him. I'm guessing they're giving him a bone for that. But I mean,
But here's the thing about the MVP award. It's is it stat based? Of course, it's stat based, and typically we would think the greatest QB stats would. The best QB stats on a winning team is typically gonna get you the award, more times than not. But I mean, Jared,
I mean, if we doing this way,
I understand it. I
if we
just
doing
understand
this
it.
way, then that means Cam Newton should have won multiple. Then if we're doing it like that, which is what 2013, we went 12-4, and
But even when you even look at Cam's 2015 Super Bowl MVP, not Super Bowl MVP, I'm tripping. I wish,
I
right?
wish.
But if you look at Cam's MVP from that season, statistically as a passer, just strictly as a passer, he wasn't the best quarterback, but obviously his rushing stats and what he did there did culminate into him getting the award. And you look at it very similar. There was no true number one receiver on that team either. So now there wasn't a Lamar Jackson that was out here just running rampant that made this race a much tighter race. Like Cam won it unanimously when he won his. Like there was nobody else who, really doing as big as him in that season. I can just understand it, man. I can understand valuing what a guy is bringing to the table in terms of carrying a unit that I don't believe is that I don't believe is up to par with where his talent is. And you remember even in the preseason though, we said it. We said Josh Allen's gonna have to be the best version of himself this year because they don't have the guys to lean on. And we predicted they go like 10-7. We said they still be a playoff team. Based off what we predicted and based on how he performed, it does warrant him being named the best player in the game this year. Now, I do appreciate the fact that Lamar still got AP all, first team AP all pro. That still does acknowledge Lamar Jackson was still the best quarterback in the NFL, the best overall player who meant the most to his team. I would have to say, Josh Allen would still be in that.
Yeah, because without him, if he would have got down for injury, bro, Bills probably picking top 5 easily.
Right, and it's like same could be said for Baltimore as well. But like when we get to the MVP, we do have to understand we're splitting hairs here. We're talking about great players being pit against each other. So like the arguments are very minute and very finite. So I understand it, but I told y'all, I told y'all weeks ago to prepare yourselves. Like they had kind of been cooking this one up. Now that's the one thing where I'm with the fans. Like they had been cooking this one up for a while. They had already told you where this was going. Because people that are voting on it are through commentating games and telling you, man, I'm gonna vote Josh Allen anyway. It doesn't really matter what he does. The fix was in.
I think the game versus the Ravens and Bills, I think that was the verdict there. That was like whoever wins the MVP or whatever. Because I promise you, if Bills would have lost to the Ravens, nobody would have remembered Josh Allen's season. They would have forgot all about it. But what they're going to see it as, like you said, is Josh supporting figure to his team, took his team to the AFC Championship game with a not so great support cast at receiver. So I see it.
I mean, look, now I think the ballots are put in before the playoffs start, but the playoff win definitely does validate everyone that went with Josh Allen at that point. Like it did validate what they were putting forth